Hey everyone, it's Liam Catterson here. It's Person of Interest. Episode 10, Season 3. And I've come to make an announcement. Simmons is a bitch-ass motherfucker. Yep, we're doing that. Oh, he so needs to die this episode. He so needs to die this episode. Yeah, I am done with this shit. I mean, before obviously what happened to Carter, I mean, he needed to die, but it's because any chance that HR are in the mud, he always manages to scurry off. He's a cockroach. But of course, that last episode really took things too far, and obviously, it was going to be a very, very hard episode because of the fact that, I mean, you just worried for someone. You were just worried for someone, whether it was Fusco, whether it was Carter. Yeah. I'm imagining John's going to go ballistic in this episode. Yeah, we're probably going to see a side of John that we are not accustomed to. Yeah. Yeah. We'll just have to wait and see, though. But yeah, this is episode number 10 of season 3. I am not dealing with any bullshit this episode. Yeah. My feelings have been processed. I'm still sad. I am still angry. But I need shit to hit the fan big time. So, with that said, we're doing this. We're doing this episode. Let's go. Oh, are we really doing this song? Grandiose choice for the song, by the way. Just this heartbreaking cinch.
My sweetest friend.
Just feel so bad for these two. Yeah. Damn him to hell!
My empire of dirt.
Oh shit, here we go. Yeah, y'all are dead. Y'all are dead. That was an amazing intro. Probably, I mean, that most heartbreaking intro, but also, like, just beautifully done as well.
I'd like to talk about grief.
Of course.
I want to know how it works, if it has a purpose.
Oh, is it straight after when he lost Nathan?
It might be best if we talk about your specific circumstances.
I find myself reevaluating choices that I've made.
Oh.
Things that I should have done differently.
You know, what if I did this? If I
As if
did this sooner? And yeah.
That you are not God. You don't control who lives or dies.
Oh, and the machine, of course.
That powerlessness also means that your friend's death is not your fault. I assure you, Mr. Wren.
What if he can,
in time, the guilt you feel,
you know, save the
pass.
ones, yeah. That numbers come up and then he can play God in a sense.
Let me ask you a question then. Does survivor's guilt pass when everything that has happened actually is in fact your fault?
That's it though, he's gonna feel like this is all on him? Oh.
Unsympathetic, Harold. We have much bigger problems at hand. Whatever your machine was trying to prepare me for,
That day's coming, isn't it?
it's coming.
Yeah. Can't waste any more time just being locked away here than there already has been in terms of, like, obviously, that opportunity for her to be released.
Both of them are looking to track down and kill Simmons.
We all want Simmons. The piece of crap killed my partner, then went after my kid. But the Scorched Earth campaign is only going to make Simmons harder to find, not easier.
And no, that's the problem. He's
Who were they?
hid for so long
Could've
out
pegged
in
an
the
honest
shadows, and this is just
Run
gonna
drugs.
make him
Underage hookers.
go in
No,
the shadows
not
further.
Paper.
One less 30 cop killing cop sounds good to me.
Setting aside your somewhat binary moral compass, Miss Shaw, you should know that Mr. Reese's injuries are life-threatening.
Yeah, Reese is gonna kill himself doing this, and that's the heartbreaking thing.
He doesn't look so good. We don't have much time.
He's not resting whatsoever.
Reese leaves, and 5 minutes later, these jokers show up.
Yeah.
Russians.
It figures.
You went to truly heroic measures to save their father.
And yet, all the Lofton family will remember is the doctor who gave them the
Oh,
worst
is this in
possible
parallels to her dad? Like,
Let me ask you this.
because remember episode 5 when that firefighter told Shaw that her father died and she wanted a sandwich? And now I don't know if there is some kind of association.
The fear creep into them. I watch them make mistakes, and you think
The pressure.
these feelings that I'm lacking make them better? You'd really rather have one of them working on you instead of me?
Someone who
Yes.
doesn't let any kind of like
Because
hesitation. Ooh.
You have a brilliant mind, Samin. And you're very gifted. But you'll never be a doctor.
Ooh. I wonder if we're gonna get different flashbacks, but all interview based. We had, I mean, we had the therapist with Finch, and now
It's the
this.
only
Ooh.
way.
There will be larger consequences if we make this.
Let's have Root come out to play. Come on, Root, let's go.
I'm guessing that isn't for me.
Nope. The machine knows. Ah, she's free.
Feel what?
There you go.
Harold, grab the first aid kit when we get out of the car, will you? Pull over to the right.
She's kind of becoming a sat-nav, is Root. Now we need an Amy Acker sat-nav in reality, and it will be like Root all over again.
You know what that cup's name was? Lionel.
Oh,
That's where your name came from. I promise.
damn.
I'm here to help.
Damn, she just... Fusco shooketh.
And bring him with you.
You just shot a federal marshal.
Just between us? Not my first time.
While the Russians aren't here yet, they will be soon.
You sure the big guy's here?
I guess so. I guess so.
Blow his head off and then walk away while the kid cries next to his daddy's dead body.
If those are my orders, sir.
Says here.
No, sir.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry for going at you like this, son. But I'm the last stop between you and the darkness that awaits you. I need to be sure
Yeah,
that you're
test
mentally
you.
tough enough for this program. If you
CEO tasked me with finding out who's been selling the names of our operatives to Chinese counterintelligence. Took me a while, but I found him. If only you'd just done your job.
Oh,
Pretty
shit.
damn good at it.
Shit.
If anybody wants to crack at you, they're gonna need an entire.
There, got a situation.
Yeah,
Robbins is down, and the hotel doors have been.
I would
secured
not
from
get so
inside.
complacent, especially when someone is super pissed off right now.
The guy who's coming after me, your man won't be able to stop him.
Well, at least he's, realistic. Jesus, John.
On my mark. Go.
What is this, Daredevil? We got a hallway sequence. Jesus Christ.
All right. And I need a word with the man you're protecting.
You just attacked a dozen marshals. Sorry's not gonna cut it.
I'm sorry. Did you just say that? Did you just say that? Bitch, did you just have the audacity to say that? After your little pet killed Carter? Your little worthless pet killed Carter? I think you are the one that should be saying sorry, but guess what? Sorry ain't gonna cut it.
What's your word? Your word is your bond. To your godson. To Carter. You do what you say. I'm not gonna threaten to kill you. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Whether you tell me or not.
Shit.
No bargaining. Took me years to figure out how to do it quickly, painlessly. But if you don't tell me, I'm gonna forget all of that. Understand?
Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
And I'll make the last 3 minutes of your life last forever.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Done so many times already.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself, Harold. You're fine. Whatever. Take it.
Can I have a second one, please?
She's getting...
It's kind of lame.
Oh my god.
You all set?
We are cooking queen.
Okay, that was kind of hot.
I'll watch the front. You should head up. We're running out of time.
Not beating the ship allegations, are we, folks?
Joss sacrificed to bring this man down on her terms. Legal terms.
Everything.
Yes. So if you're gonna kill Mr. Quinn, don't imagine that you're doing it in her name. Let us help you.
Let's get him out of here.
Shit, he was gonna...
The machine never said Reese was the only one planning to kill Simmons.
Hello? 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 Come on. Come on, let's cook. Let's cook!
Let's get you out of here.
Wait, Fusco. Oh! Oh! Come on, Fusco! Come on! Come on!
Okay. I encountered Jules. It was dark. He saw me. Went for his piece. I got to mine first. The end.
Well, that must...
I had been tracking him for weeks. Just waiting to get the guy alone. And there he was. Walking out of a bodega.
Like switch off
but not a
those
care in the world.
feelings, isn't it?
So I smiled at him. Just before he put 2 in his chest.
Jesus Christ.
He got the devil's share.
The what?
That's what we call it when a guy like Jules gets his. It's the way the world evens things out.
Yeah. Devil's come to collect.
Guy got what he deserved. And you want to know how I've been sleeping? Like a baby.
Jeez. Oh my goodness. I mean, you could see with Reese's past, and obviously we know about Shaw, and now with Fusco, and how there isn't that room for that compassion. It's just, oof. Really, really chilling to hear, and that was just chilling to hear as well from Fusco.
You're not on, man.
Oh, is he gonna torture? Because you put him through torture.
Right there. We're waiting to do this for a long time.
Come on, Fusco. Come on, Fusco. Get him. Get him. Come on, Fusco. Go like you were in the last episode. Go all, yeah, unhinged.
I get it, Fusco. I always knew you were a killer. Get it over with, will you?
Nah, just get him angry. Yeah, agitate him.
She saved me from myself. Because she believed in me. I'm not gonna fall that way in a piece of crap like you.
Oh. It would be too easy for you.
Patrick Simmons, you're under arrest.
Satisfying.
You have the right to remain silent.
Good on Fusco. Okay. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. First short now route.
I think he's...
Thank you.
Look at how... I mean, the journey between these two, right?
It's just me, officer.
Ooh! Elias!
What do you want?
Is he gonna...
Quinn and I are busted.
Is he gonna kill him?
Civilization rests on the principle that we treat our criminals better than they treated their victims, that we not stoop to their level. But you and I are outliers. We're not really a part of civilization. We're something...
The rules don't apply to him.
Older.
Oh my god.
But I liked her very much. You killed her.
This is what I was thinking.
So now I consider it my responsibility
What was it
to
like?
fix the particular problem that is you, Officer Simmons. I'm just gonna watch.
Yeah, his buddy, oh my god! Peak. Fucking peak. Now, I don't know about you guys, but funeral food has never tasted so good! You reap what you sow. Perfect. Perfect. Elias. I mean, you've always been a very great character. You just went up in my books, I'm just saying. You've just went up in my books. I'm not gonna lie, though. I mean, Elias was someone that I was thinking about in terms of Carter's death, and considering there was a bit of a... Well, I wouldn't say a report. He even said it. I don't know if Carter liked me, but I liked her. There's a respect from Elias to Carter that was, I think, evident. What was he gonna think? Oh, he was gonna play Helen. Yeah. I was wanting all of the big... Because Simmons was most wanted. I wanted all of the big players out to play. Root. Because Finch couldn't do that again. Elias, because of that respect. I guess one way in his mind. But he still had respect for Carter. And then you've got some piece of shit who just, yeah. And he doesn't have that whole ideology to be like he doesn't operate like Fusco, like Reese should. So yeah. I wanted all of the big players to headhunt this piece of shit, bring him down. Great stuff in the end. Great stuff. Mwah. Good riddance. Rest in piss. Love it. So yeah, I think that was probably the best episode of Person of Interest I've seen. Yeah. Oh my god, I don't know where to start with that one. It's so, you know, with how lost for words I was in a very heartbreaking moment with the last episode, and I just didn't know what to say. I think it works well with I don't know what to say in terms of where to begin with this episode, because I mean, there was just so many great stuff that went down. I mean, I'm glad that Simmons is dead. I'm gonna have no regrets in terms of my satisfaction, and if anyone was gonna kill Simmons, I'm glad it was Elias. Especially with I mean, there was opportunities, of course, for Fusco, for, Reese to, Reese, to say that there was opportunities for Reese, yeah, considering he did collapse, but, you're gonna bring one person into the fold, you have to bring in Elias, because of the rapport that he had with, he respected Carter, he cherished what she did. So, yeah. It was just really, really great stuff, though. Like how, with Elias, yeah. And the speech that he gave off about, civilization, and how he doesn't necessarily fit into that. Yeah. And yeah, I just really, really... It gave a very sinister... It's so funny, though, because it was so sinister, wasn't it? In terms of Elias taunting Simmons. Simmons completely defenseless, and Elias is just there. But he's talking about that loyalty, and how he values Carter, who saved his life, really, from HR. And now, with Carter, he was completely defenseless because he was, locked away. So, but with Carter dead, he needed to do what needs to be done because he doesn't fit that civilization. And sure, of course, Carter would probably have other, she would not have Simmons dead. It's the same as Alonzo Quinn, to be fair. Like when Reese was going to kill him, and thankfully Finch was able to swim for the light. Can't sway his chess partner though from the light, can he? Especially with how Elias doesn't really fit into that factor, really. So yeah. But this is his way of trying to make up for trying to show that respect for Carter. You took her away, and I'm going to take away you. Well, I'm not personally going to do it, but my friend here will. And again, if there was going to be someone who is... Because last episode... Well, I think after half an hour after I stopped recording... I was thinking about, the next episode in mind, and obviously how Simmons needed to die. But I was also thinking about how is Elias going to handle this, because it would have been very, very odd if we didn't see Elias's reaction on Carter's death, considering how, it's only been a couple of moments between Carter and Elias, but it's still, but you've also got to think about season 2 as well, when Elias was saved by Carter. There is a connection. Yeah, Carter's not, he's not exactly her best friend, but for Elias, Carter is someone that he can respect. So, and he even said, yeah, Carter might not like me, but I really much liked her. He does have that respect. He has that loyalty towards Carter, and so I am glad that it was Elias's influence, but yeah, just makes him, shine further in my book. So yeah, but yeah, and it is so funny though, because obviously all this episode I was like, yeah, Simmons needs to die. So seeing him most wanted was great, because now the shoe's on the other foot, isn't it? Because he was the one that put out a hit on the man in the suit, and we had, of course, multiple gang members try to confront Reese, and now the tables have turned where he is the one that needs to hide. So yeah, and I was just okay with any means of him dying, really, because I hated him so much. With Fusco confronting him, of course I did get emotional with him reflecting on Carter, and and how she made him a better person. He could have killed Simmons there and then, but he chose to be a better person. And what I really, really liked was the interviews. Now, it's something that I did want to talk about in regards to like after the episode, because yeah, I had a feeling that are we gonna I think it got too sure, because I'm like, oh, we're having like a similar kind of flashback to Finch in the beginning with Shaw. Are we going to do this with Reese? Are we going to do this with Fusco, the main ensemble? And we did. I was even wondering if we were going to do something with Root, but yeah, I mean, it was a really, really good choice in terms of seeing the character they were then, and flashing forward to who they are now, in regards to, I mean, yeah, it's a really, really good contrast to how different they were, in a sense. So, I mean, even Finch's session with that therapist was just really, really, because yeah, we knew that was taking place after Nathan's death and all of that. So yeah, and he lived with that guilt that he could have prevented something. And you've just got to think about how it is similar in the present day. Not just that, though, but also you just got to think about where Root was willing to help out in this episode. Yeah, of course, the moment that Root was released came, way later, around the time of Shaw's, session. But I think it works really, really well in terms of Finch having that survivor's guilt, that idea that he could have prevented it. And obviously, with the last episode in mind, there's going to be that torment on his mind that he could have done something about what happened to Carter. So, yeah, and so he did, because I was just thinking, you can't make the same mistake twice. Because of the fact he was hesitant at first, but a little bit of a discussion with Shaw was able to have him reluctant to free Root. But again, you can't do this 2 weeks in a row, because John probably would have died if he didn't listen to reason. That reason being Root. Because obviously with Carter, like, there was that there was that idea not to bring Root out, and again, there might be that guilt for Finch because of the fact that he didn't let Root out in the last episode. So yeah, and now we have this whole scenario where, okay, well, John is in danger and all of that. And thankfully she was able to be free, because John would have died probably. So, but also Finch was able to try and rein John in a bit. John needed Finch in more ways than one, not just because he would have died there and then, but because John was as we'd expect. John was unhinged. So yeah. And I really loved the Shaw flashback where she was, she was working in a hospital, and there was this whole idea of how she didn't really fit into that role. So yeah, and we know, of course, that she can't really emote, and she can't really those ideas of feelings, yeah. But I did find it very, very interesting how because when she lost her dad, in episode 5 we saw the flashbacks. When she lost her dad, she got the news and all of that of someone dying, and then immediately followed up with, can I have something to eat, etc. Can I have a sandwich? Now, during that episode, we already knew that, she couldn't really showcase emotions, but I found it very interesting where we go into this episode, where we go into the flashbacks, and we find out that she delivered, she told this family that a certain person died, and then she was eating, she was eating, in apparently in that flashback as well. So I found that very interesting how those two. I don't know if I'm stretching, but I'm pretty sure that is deliberate. So yeah. But of course we have someone. I'm guessing someone, a counselor, basically tell her that there is and for her, she just struggled to see the difference between, fixing someone and healing someone. So, her being a doctor is not really the right occupation. Now, what she is doing right now is something that does fit, um, what Shaw can do, I guess you could say, really. So, yeah. And that's it, though. She embraced who she was. And she was able, instead of being able to heal, she's able to fix, things. And it's in her own way, of course, but again, you have someone who's saying that, well, you're not really fit to be a doctor, but what she is doing right now is something that she is able to do. So yeah. Even if she doesn't like, even if she's not on good terms with Root, she does comply because Root is. She was the one that floated the idea of utilizing Root because of the fact that she was, like the only way forward, really, in terms of being able to ultimately save Reese. So yeah. So yeah, and of course we had Reese's session in regards to he was all about trying to find the person, he was trying to find Quinn and put an end to him. And we had this whole situation similar in his flashback. So yeah. And yeah, it was just, you saw the coldness there, where, it mirrors perfectly to Reese, of course, in the present day. But as I said, in the last episode, and of course, with this episode, it wasn't going to be surprising that Reese was going to adopt that darkness. But can I just say, it was just very, very heartbreaking all throughout. Like, you could see the pain on his face, really, all throughout, the emptiness, it's the emptiness, but also the pain, mixed in one, if that makes sense. It might feel like it's not, but he is numb, but at the same time, he's got an obligation to find Simmons, to find Alonzo, and yeah. So, yeah. And yeah, it was just really, really interesting to see, in that flashback that, not just Reese echo the ideas of, what he's been through. But it's also, him trying to, find that traitor and then put an end to them, which, he did, so. Yeah. But yeah, it was. Yeah, it kind of makes sense in terms of like him being questioned about how he, in order to look out for his own, well, I guess his own, really, because it's going to be applicable to the present day. He will be very, very extreme in all of that. And it's the same in the present day. In the flashbacks, he's just questioned about the idea of how extreme his methods can be. And it's going to be the same in the present day because of the fact that he is completely pushed. He's completely broken from not just physically, I guess, considering he was completely injured for the episode, but also mentally as well because he's lost someone who means a great deal. A great deal to him. He's completely broken, and he is just going to be completely. He's just going to be completely removed from emotion in order of what he has to do to make sure that no one else has to die again. So yeah. And it was just really, really fascinating, like I said. So yeah. But yeah. It was just really heartbreaking seeing Reese throughout this episode. And then, in some ways, I was prepared for it, but at the same time, just watching Reese throughout this entire episode was just heartbreaking. It was kind of similar to Fusco towards the end, of course, in this episode. So, yeah. But, yeah. It really, really works well with Reese shooting that person who he had to take away, and it reflects well with Quinn. He could have killed him there and then. He was gonna, but thankfully Finch was able to be there. So yeah, as well as the fact that the gun wasn't exactly playing ball. I don't know if it was jammed, because he was in quite a bloodied state and all of that, was Reese, understandably, given what he went through. But yeah, it was just really, really interesting to see Reese's interview play out, and then of course Fusco's was very, very interesting to see, just seeing how it was. Can I just say, 2 episodes in a row that I know this was in the flashback, of course, compared to the present day, but we have 2 episodes in a row where Fusco's was just completely unhinged. You saw how, like, with that HR person that was gonna kill him, how it's funny he mentions the devil share. He basically looked like the devil in the last episode, like how red his face was and how vicious he was when he was when he strangled out that guy. It's 2 episodes in a row that he's had there's been a very, very kind of menacing side, I would say, from Fusco. But I mean, it was just very, very interesting to see how Fusco's story about the person that he killed in the flashback, and how it relates to how he would pull the trigger then, but wouldn't do so because he is a better person thanks to Carter. He wouldn't do so with Simmons. It was just really, really great. So, but of course, that speech that Fusco made when it came to how Carter had saved him, basically, it broke my heart. So it was just really, really fantastic, the interviews. I really loved it, and it was a really, really great choice. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, I really thought that even the opening was great. No dialogue. You have Johnny, you have Hurt playing, of course, whilst we are dealing with the funeral of Carter. We are dealing with anyone in cahoots just getting their asses kicked. So, yeah. That was a really, really well done choice, to be fair. As well as seeing Shaw try to track down Simmons, And then Reese, of course, getting up. No rest for the wicked. But it was just really, really great, this episode. So, yeah, I just loved it. Like I said, I think this is probably my favorite. I think this is my favorite episode ever, just because there was a lot of great, like, it was going to be very difficult to come into this episode following the last episode. And yet they really knocked it out the park, because the beginning was just beautifully done. The interviews were really, really great in terms of the characters that they were and how those thoughts, like, how interesting, like, some of those thoughts, well, all of those thoughts were really carried over to the person they were today. And even Elias towards the end was just great. So, yeah. Yeah, it was just really, really great stuff. So I'm expecting the next episode to be a bit more low-key, potentially. Because, I mean, I'd say these 3 episodes have been pretty insane, because, like, with episode 8, I mean, I say these last 3 episodes, I mean, it's been crazy, especially these last 3 episodes. Episode 9 was just heartbreaking. This episode's probably one of the best, if not the best, so far. And now HR is gone. Good riddance. So, yeah. But I am really, really, glad. I don't know what kind of detriments are going to come now that, you know, Elias is, you know, essentially has, you know, become free and all of that. But, yeah, Elias has always been a very interesting character, and a character that I've really, you know, he's not been a character that, you know, he is full of shit or anything like that. He's always had a very interesting mentality about him, and it doesn't help that I'm watching Veronica Mars at the same time. And, yeah, it's like 2 completely different sides in a sense, so... but there are sometimes some moments on Veronica Mars where I'm like, careful, Keith, your inner Elias is showing. So, no, but, it was really, really well done. They really, they really made, a great deal. Like, there was even, of course, a little bit of humor, which I can appreciate. I mean, of course, all of the characters are grieving in their own way. But they did a really, really amazing job with the flashbacks and showing how these characters grew into the person that they are today. And, you know, how it does connect to Carter, really. Like I said, with... and, well, dealing with Carter's death, should I say. Because, like I said, with Finch, he has that opportunity to not let what happened to Carter happen to Reese, in terms of neglecting to let Root out. And Shaw's able to utilize Root as a way... Yeah. We have Fusco, who is obviously learning... Well, he even said about how Carter made him a better person. He could have been that person he was in the flashbacks that, you know, he said he slept like a baby over, yeah. But he has so much love and respect for Carter that he couldn't revel like that again. So, instead, leaving Simmons basically to suffer and all of that is the best course of action. Not kill him, but just let him, like, just wound him, basically. So, yeah. But yeah, great episode. So, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!